Today is Monday, November 20. It's probably about 9:15 in the morning. We're in the workshop. Saturday I was, on my video for Saturday, I had talked about how I was trying to get this stuff cut down and then run it through the planer. And I was having all sorts of problems with the planer. And Saturday night, when Linda and I were going out in the car, I was thinking about it and decided I just needed to do something as simple as change the blades in the planer. I did that, and ever since it's been a lot better. So I've got the front door all planed down. I don't have the sapele yet for the outside of the door, but I've got it planed and ready to be having the veneers glued to it. That door will be about 1 5/8 inches thick when I'm done, maybe 1.5 inches, because I plan on having all the boards sanded commercially down at a cabinet shop, so that they're all the same size. And when I glue parts together, they'll line up nicely. But anyways, when I changed the blades on Sunday, it changed things around entirely. Where I was having waves and grooves, the planer is now taking care of that. Here's a bunch of kick plates and rails for the French doors that I've planed down, or cut and planed down the first planing. I don't like to take too much off at a time because there's a chance that the wood will get stuck in there. But so for instance, this would be a cutoff for you can see how thin that is. That's a cutoff from one of these rails. So I sent it through the bandsaw and I was able to cut a little thin slice like that. And then I'll take and run the resulting through the planer. And so for instance, I have kick plates, rails, and stiles, which is the long vertical board. So what I do is I run all of them through at the same height, and then when I decide I need to take a little bit more off, I lower the blade, which is turning that crank just a touch, and I run them all through again at that height, so that before I send them to the cabinet shop to be sanded, I've got it as level and flat as I can get it. This is the setup I have for when I'm running these big long ones. These are 8-footers. Before I run them through, what I do is I have a roller back here to support it, and I've got the table on the bandsaw, and then I have a roller down there that once it gets to that point, it glides over the roller, and I've got support on that end. This blade, when it's running, this is a real quiet machine. This is what they call a featherboard, and I have this so that when I put one of those stiles in here, remember, stile is the long vertical one. When I put a stile in, it pushes it against the fence, and then I can hold the top and not have to worry about trying to keep the bottom in. And that way you get a straighter cut than if you're freehanding it. But Saturday taught me what not to do. Sunday, I feel like I made good progress because I got that front door all planed down and ready to be glued for the veneers. But more importantly, it gave me the process that I needed to go through for the next 16 stiles and the next 8 kick plates and 8 rails. So that's about it. That's where we are this morning. Thanks for following our progress.